stop what you are doing. If you are watching this in the parking lot of your local grocery store, do not walk through those sliding doors until this video is over. If you already have your cart, look down right now. If you have any of the items I am about to mention in your basket, I want you to turn around and put them back on the shelf. I am a former manager of one of the largest supermarket chains in the United States, and today I am pulling back the curtain. I spent over a decade analyzing profit margins, setting up store displays, and sitting in corporate meetings where we literally strategized on how to make you spend more money on less food. The grocery industry operates on razor-thin margins, usually around 1 to 2%. To survive, supermarkets rely on psychological tricks, strategic placement, and heavily marked up convenience items to pad their bottom line. With the current state of the economy, algorithmic pricing, and supply chain shifts, you cannot afford to shop blindly anymore. I am going to give you my ultimate confession. Here are 15 specific products that, as a former supermarket manager, I would absolutely never buy, and the real economic reasons why you shouldn't either. Number 1. Pre-cut fruits and vegetables. Listen, I get it. You are busy, and grabbing a plastic container of cubed watermelon or diced onions feels like a massive time saver. But this is the biggest trap in the produce department. First, you are paying an astronomical labor markup, sometimes up to 400% more per ounce than buying the whole fruit. But here is the real insider secret. Supermarkets use pre-cut stations as a shrinkage recovery tactic. Shrinkage is our word for lost or spoiled inventory. If a melon has a massive bruise, we don't throw it out. We cut off the bad half, cube the good half, put it in a plastic tub, and charge you triple for it. You are paying a premium for aging produce. Buy the whole fruit. Number 2. Pre-marinated meats. Walk past the butcher counter and you will always see those beautiful pre-marinated chicken breasts and neon red carne asada. Do not fall for it. Just like the produce department, the meat department uses marinades to hide aging products. When meat starts to oxidize and turn slightly gray, it gets tossed into a heavy, strongly spiced marinade to mask the color and smell. Furthermore, you are paying meat prices for cheap liquid. Those marinades are heavily water-based. When you weigh that chicken, you are paying $9 a pound for tap water and cheap salt. Buy fresh meat and marinate it yourself for pennies. Number 3. End cap sale items. You know those massive displays at the end of the aisles? The ones that look like incredible deals? We call those end caps, and they are rarely actual sales. In the grocery business, brands pay massive slotting fees to have their products featured there. It is not a discount. It is a paid advertisement. We put a bright yellow or red tag on it because consumer psychology dictates that shoppers automatically assume end caps are heavily discounted. Often, they are the exact same regular price as they are in the normal aisle, or maybe marked down by 5 cents. Always check the unit price, and do not assume it is a deal just because it is on the end of the aisle. Number 4. Name brand spices. If you are buying that little glass jar of name brand oregano or garlic powder for $6, you are being robbed. The spice industry is a masterclass in the illusion of choice. The store brand or private label spices are almost always processed and packaged in the exact same manufacturing facilities as the premium name brands. They just swap out the label at the end of the line. The economic markup on name brand spices pays for their national marketing campaigns, not for better quality. Go to the international aisle or buy the store brand. You will get the exact same product for a fraction of the cost. Number 5. Family-size snack traps. We have been conditioned to believe that buying in bulk is always cheaper. Supermarkets know this, which is why family-size or party-size chips and cereals are heavily manipulated through dynamic algorithmic pricing. Stores now use electronic shelf labels that can change prices overnight based on demand. Because shoppers blindly grab the family size, assuming it is the best value, supermarkets often price it so the cost per ounce is actually higher than the standard size. Always look at the little orange or white box on the price tag that shows the price per ounce. You will be shocked how often the smaller bag is actually the better economic deal. Number 6. Fresh artisan bakery bread. That crusty, beautiful artisan sourdough sitting in the bakery section smells amazing, doesn't it? Well, I hate to break it to you, but the vast majority of commercial supermarkets do not have master bakers mixing dough from scratch at 4 in the morning. Most of that artisan bread arrives at the store frozen solid from a massive central factory. It is called par-baked. Store employees simply take it out of a freezer, throw it in an oven to brown the crust, and put it in a fancy paper bag. You are paying bakery premium prices for factory frozen bread. Number 7. Bagged salad kits. Bagged salads are a logistical nightmare. Because of recent supply chain disruptions, these bags spend more time sitting on refrigerated trucks than ever before. To keep them looking fresh, companies use modified atmosphere packaging, pumping the bags full of specific gases to delay wilting. But the moment you open that bag and introduce regular oxygen, the greens decay incredibly fast. You will notice they get slimy within a day or two. Plus, the dressing and croutons included in those kits are incredibly cheap to produce, yet they drive the price of the bag up to $5 or $6. Buy a head of lettuce. It will last 3 times as long in your fridge. Number 8. Non-grocery convenience items. Never buy batteries, light bulbs, or basic hardware at a supermarket. We call these convenience tax items. Supermarket buyers know that if you are buying AA batteries with your groceries, it is because your TV remote just died and you are desperate. You aren't going to drive to a hardware store just for that. Because of this captive audience dynamic, the profit margin on supermarket batteries can be up to 70% higher than at a big box store. Plan ahead and buy these items in bulk online or at a dedicated hardware store. Number 9. Out-of-season berries. If you are buying fresh strawberries or blueberries in the dead of winter, you are paying a massive premium for a terrible product. To get those berries to your local U.S. supermarket, they have to be flown in from South America or grown in highly controlled, expensive greenhouses. You are absorbing the massive freight costs, the fuel surcharges, and the import taxes. And because they are bred for durability during transport rather than taste, they usually taste like crunchy water. Stick to seasonal produce or buy frozen berries. They are picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen, making them cheaper and far more nutritious. Number 10. Individually wrapped mini snacks. Those boxes of 20 mini bags of chips or tiny cookies meant for school lunches are an economic disaster for your wallet. When you buy these, you are not paying for food, you are paying for petroleum. The cost of plastic resin and packaging materials has skyrocketed lately. The manufacturer passes that packaging cost directly to you. You are essentially paying a premium for single-use plastics that will just end up in a landfill. Buy the standard-sized box, buy a set of reusable containers, and portion them out yourself. The savings over a single school year will blow your mind. Number 11. Eye-level cleaning products. Next time you are in the cleaning aisle, look at what is placed exactly at your eye level. It will be the most expensive, premium name-brand sprays and detergents. This is Visual Merchandising 101. Brands pay massive premiums to be placed in the strike zone, the shelves right at average eye level. If you literally just bend your knees and look at the bottom shelf, you will find the store brand cleaning supplies. Chemically, they are nearly identical. The active ingredients, like bleach, ammonia, or surfactants, are strictly regulated. The bottom shelf works just as well, but it costs half as much because they didn't pay the eye-level tax. Number 12. Late-day hot bar food. If your supermarket has a hot food bar with fried chicken, mac and cheese, or potato wedges, do not buy it within 2 hours of the store closing. Economically, the hot bar is designed to minimize waste from the meat and deli departments. By the end of the day, that food has been sitting under heat lamps for hours, losing moisture and degrading in quality. More importantly, store policy usually dictates that anything left over gets tossed. You are paying full retail price for dried-out food that is minutes away from the dumpster. If you want hot deli food, get it at 11:30 a.m. when the lunch rush is fresh. Number 13. Trendy diet or plant-based processed foods. Whether it says keto, paleo, or plant-based, be very careful. The raw ingredient costs for many of these alternative foods, like pea protein or almond flour, have actually stabilized or dropped in the commodity markets. However, the retail prices have remained artificially high. Why? Because supermarkets know that consumers who shop based on dietary identities are highly price inelastic. That means you are willing to pay whatever they charge because you feel you have no other choice. It is a trend tax. You are much better off buying whole, naturally compliant foods, like actual vegetables, nuts, and lean meats, than buying a highly processed $8 box of keto-friendly crackers. Number 14. Single-serve bottled water cases. Buying a 24-pack of single-serve bottled water is one of the worst financial moves you can make in a grocery store. The markup on bottled water is legendary, often exceeding 1,000% compared to your home utility water cost. But lately, it is even worse. The volatile cost of plastic manufacturing means the price of these cases fluctuates constantly. You are literally paying for the plastic bottle, the label, and the diesel fuel required to truck heavy water across the country. Invest in a good home water filter and a reusable insulated bottle. You will save hundreds of dollars a year and stop throwing your money away on disposable plastic. Number 15. New look, same great taste items. If you ever see a product, like a box of cereal, a jar of mayonnaise, or a bottle of salad dressing, proudly displaying a banner that says "New Look" or "New Packaging," put it back immediately. In the grocery industry, this is almost always a smokescreen for shrinkflation or skimpflation. They redesign the bottle to make a smaller volume look taller, or they quietly swap out high-quality ingredients for cheaper oils and fillers to maintain their profit margins. They use the flashy new label to distract you from the fact that you are getting less product, or a lower quality product, for the exact same price. Always check the net weight when a package changes. So, there you have it. The supermarket is not your friend. It is a highly optimized, profit-driven machine designed to part you from as much of your money as possible. But once you know how the game is played, you can walk through those aisles with absolute confidence. You can dodge the slotting fee traps, ignore the eye-level marketing, and see right through the shrinkflation redesigns. If you found this insider information helpful, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. I am dedicated to bringing you the truth about everyday economics and how to protect your wallet in this crazy market. Leave a comment below and tell me, which of these 15 items have you been buying? And what are you going to swap it out for next time? Stay smart, shop defensively, and I will see you in the next video.